Used or repossessed car, Automart na yan. Kung naghahanap ka ng pickup na panghakot, okay, sure, isa ka dun sa mas konting tao sa mundo na gumagamit pa rin ng pickup para sa sole reason na yun. Kadalasan kasi nagiging lifestyle cars ng pickup truck, which means that you won't really use it to carry items. So gusto mo, importante para sa'yo na maganda tingnan ng pickup na to. And this Mazda BT-50 can surely do that for you. Tara, tingnan natin ito. Sabing pickup truck, usually hindi ganun kaganda tingnan kasi well again, it is a workhorse vehicle. But the Mazda B50 really changes the game. Pag tingnan mo siya dito sa harap, undeniably Mazda ang look niya. Meron kang tinatawag na Kodo design na grille and this is all blacked out. You also have LED headlights on this one. Ganda rin ang shape niya. And the signature look that Mazdas get with their hoods na maraming lines on it. Sa baba, meron kang fog lights and cornering lights but unfortunately, they are not LEDs and they are only halogen. Pagdating mo sa tabi ng car, okay, yes, it has the design elements that can still be found. The Isuzu D-Max rin, yung twin brother na tong kotse na to, and not much lines rin except for one lang dito sa may pinto. Rims mo, 17-inch rims, but if you want 18-inch rims, you can always upgrade to the 4x4 model of this car. This, by the way, is the 4x2 model, so it's not really something na gusto mong i-take off-road. Pero kung susub ka naman sa baha, kayang-kaya dahil 800mm ang wading depth nitong BT-50. Selling-wise, yes, there's not much here at the back kasi typical pickup truck naman siya. Pero napakalaki ng tail lights mo, may BT-50 badge ka, Mazda badge, and dito lang sa tabi ng pangbukas ng tailgate, meron kang reverse camera, very helpful because this car is very long. And you also get reverse sensors plus a step cord. Pag binuksan mo to, hindi siya assisted, so mabigat talaga siya. Pero may kasama kang bed liner and your payload capacity is over 1,000 kilograms and you can put 1,120 liters of items over here. Pero kung kailangan mo talaga maghakot ng mga gamit, well, don't worry because the BT-50 is powered by a 3-liter diesel engine which makes 190 horsepower and 450 Nm of torque mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. Now, pag nakita mo to, isipin mo na, bakit mukhang engine yan ng Isuzu? Well, it was also co-developed with the Isuzu and so this is the exact same engine you will get with the Isuzu D-Max. Sa loob ng BT-50, well, it still is rather basic kasi well, pickup truck pa rin nga siya. Pero Mazda did give you some soft touch items dito. So sa dashboard mo, yung likod na part, yes, hard touch plastic siya. Pero meron ka rin mga soft touch leather dito. So mas harap na portion where you can possibly touch it. Steering wheel mo, hindi rin leather wrapped, in urethane lang to. Pero multifunction siya with cruise control na hindi adaptive. Yung instrument cluster mo naman, it's very basic. Again, very similar to the Isuzu D-Maxes and there is a small screen in the middle but at least it is very easy to use. Then pagdating mo naman dito sa tabi, yung mga buttons and switches niya, pareho actually sa Fortuner and sa Hilux. So, wala, interesting thing lang. Okay, to the middle of everything naman, meron kang 7-inch na touchscreen. And while it's not the easiest to use, meron siyang wireless na Apple CarPlay and wired na Android Auto. So, you can just use that if nahihirapan ka gamitin ito. Split glove box, so up and down. Pero, unlike the Fortuner, wala siya ng air vents dito. And yes, it still does look very similar to a Fortuner, oddly. Manual air condition switches, so knobs lang siya, place to put your phone, USB port, 12-volt outlet, and a normal shifter but with manual mode. Traction control, parking sensor button, regular handbrake, 2 cup holders dito sa gitna. Not the biggest, pero pwede na. 1 big cubby here in the center and also 1 big jug holder sa side. Yung mga upuan mo, hindi siya leather, pero kung gusto mo ng leather, meron na naman yung 4x4 trim na itong coaching ito. Meanwhile, itong 4x2 model, so cloth siya, 6-way manually adjustable for the driver side and 4-way for the passenger. Ang gusto ko dito, it has these shoulder pads dito, so at first hindi mo siya mararamdaman, but when you are driving really long distances, malaking tulong actually nitong mga shoulder pads na ito. Dito naman sa likod ng BT-50, napakaluwag niya kahit na 6-footer ka and yung nakaupo sa harap mo 6-footer rin, kasyang-kasya ka dito because legroom is good and so is headroom kasi square na square talaga yung cab o yung katawan nitong pickup na ito. In terms of the width naman ng car, maluwag din siya and if you want to seat 3 people in this car, kayang-kaya siya. Unfortunately, you don't get an armrest but to make up for that, you do get 2 map pockets on either sides. Meron ka na itong hook para maglagay ng bag or plastic up to 4 kilograms. There is a big jug holder dito rin sa tabi, 2 air vents, and 1 USB outlet. Now, paano kung gusto mo magtago ng mga gamit? Eh, di ba pickup nga to, walang lagayan sa likod? Well, there are hidden compartments in this car. So, if you just lift this seat up, dito, pag binuksan mo to, pwede ka maglagay ng mga gamit. Pati dito sa side ko, may isa. So, drive na natin itong 2022 Mazda BT-50 4x2. First impression sa itong kotse na to, napakatagtag niya. Pero what did you expect? It is a pickup truck. So, hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin na, pangit siya dahil matagtag siya kasi ganoon naman talaga mga pickup. Pag kinompare mo to the likes of, let's say, the Toyota Hilux, hindi naman siya ganun katagtag. Pero, obviously, since under the car is basically an Isuzu D-Max, it feels exactly like an Isuzu D-Max. Na hindi ko pa natatry yung D-Max na 4x2. Na-try ko lang yung 4x4. And ang sakit nun kasi, yung steering niya mabigat na, tapos ang laki ng turning radius. Pero dito sa nearly identical na Mazda BT-50 na 4x2, it doesn't have that problem. So hindi ganun kabigat yung manibela, tapos yung turning radius niya, kung mag-U-turn ka sa makitid na kalsada, hindi ganun kahirap. However, yung haba ng kotse it is really long, so medyo mahirapan ka. Now, when you do park this car, meron kang reverse sensors and reverse camera. Ang problema lang sa reverse camera mo, yung lines niya, hindi siya ganun ka-accurate pagdating dun sa lapad ng car. But okay lang dahil malaki naman side mirrors mo and kahit pa paano may tulong naman yung camera when it comes to judging the distance to the back. So, overall, kaya naman. Usapang features, this 4x2 na BT-50 gets 2 airbags, 6 speakers, and the regular cruise control. Pag gusto mo naman mag-upgrade, you can go for the 4x4 model by adding around 300,000+ more, which gives you leather seats, power adjustable seats, push start, and you also get 7 airbags plus 2 additional speakers and adaptive cruise control. What I really like about the Mazda BT-50 is the powertrain, yung makina and transmission nito. So you have 190 horsepower and 450 Nm torque, which means, yes, malakas siya. Ang lakas ng hatak niya, you get the torque low down in the RPM range, so around 1,000 plus RPM, I think 1,600, you get maximum torque na. So pag maghahakot ka talaga ng mga gamit, okay to. And yung transmission niya na 6-speed, hindi siya naghahanap ng gear, hindi siya yung parang nag-hesitate pumili. Alam niya parati kung anong gear na kailangan niya ikaw ilagay. So, it is a very smooth ride. And now, despite this being a diesel car with a rather big displacement, yung ingay na pumapasok sa cabin mo, hindi ganun kaingay. Hindi pa rin siya tunog gasolina, of course. You still hear the diesel sound, but it's very subdued. Makakapal siguro yung mga materials na ginamit nila. So, you get a rather refined experience, especially for a pickup truck. And hindi mo mararamdaman na parang nagdadrive ka ng, well, truck. It's not a car for handling, pero sige, dagdag na rin natin. Handling na tong kotse, pwede na because the shocks are tuned on the firm side. So, hindi siya masyadong nagsisway. Meron pa rin because it still is a big, tall, and rather heavy vehicle. So, hindi mo maalis yun. Pero for a pickup truck of its class, the handling's pretty okay. The steering though, not the most direct, but if you do want to turn those corners, you can easily turn those corners. One thing though, kung natatagtagan ka dito sa kotse na to, well, madali lang naman solusyonan yan. Maglagay ka ng gamit sa likod or magsakay ka pa ng mga pasahero dito sa likod dahil kapag may nakaupo dito, significantly less ang tagtag nitong kotse na to and it becomes a more comfortable and smooth riding vehicle. As for the seats of the BT-50, it's generally comfortable. Okay, wala kang leather, but that is actually good dahil kung napakainit sa labas at kakapasok mo lang ng kotse mo, hindi maluluto ang balat mo. Yun ang advantage pag hindi ka naka-leather. What Mazda can improve on though is a little bit more thigh support. Sana nakakit yung dito sa harap ng thighs mo dahil pansin ko medyo mababa yung harap. So wala masyadong under thigh support. Yun lang naman, but aside from that, the seats is generally very comfortable. And remember the shoulder pads that I mentioned kanina? It's actually really comfortable too. So na-establish na natin na maganda tingnan ng Mazda BT-50. Kahit na pickup truck siya, hindi siya feeling truck, so it's still generally comfortable. Pero paano naman sa fuel economy? Well, in the city, I can do around 8.1 kilometers per liter. It's about par for the course. Pero sa highway, you can do 17 kilometers per liter. Ang tanong ngayon, magkano itong 4x2 na Mazda BT-50? Well, this cost 1.43 million pesos. Actually cheaper than some of its competitors, making this a really nice-looking, practical, fuel-efficient, and also a very good choice for when you are looking for a pickup truck. Kaya kung naghahanap ka ng pickup truck, definitely consider rin ang Mazda BT-50 because it's really, really rare to find a pickup truck this good in its class. Once again, this has been Kyle Yong, and thank you for watching our Automart.ph vlog, at magkikita-kita tayo muli sa susunod na aming video. So huwag kakalimutan i-like ang video na to, mag-subscribe dito sa aming YouTube channel, and also share the video para mas marami pang makakita.